Hey, what's going on, team? Shout out. Shout out! I was trying to think of a good thing to start the stream with, but I couldn't think of anything, so I just said shout out, shout out. What's going on, team? Sounds like I fixed my mic. My mic was messed up before. I did classic mic troubleshooting. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. I feel like we need more hype music. My regular... I started with the jazz. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's much better. What's going on, team? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. I'm wearing my white sweater today. It's a big deal for me. This is big for me. Joe, what's going on? How you doing, Joe? Under ease? Our friend the box. How's everybody doing? It's been a big week. Zach D's here. Zach D. How you doing, Zach? Just another Dave, the whole crew. Florida man. We got our favorite man. The Florida man. I need to plan a trip to Florida. Any Floridians in here other than Florida man? I need to plan a trip. I've been thinking about it. You know, St. Augustine, some shit. Anyway, everybody, it's the weekend. I logged off work 1 whole minute ago. That's why I was 30 seconds late. It was a minute ago situation with the log off. I was right last... Oh, no. Did you go in VR chat? Yeah, there's a lot of potentially scarring things that can occur in those public rooms. Especially if you go to the bars, it's like a lot of weird interactions. It's what I imagine, what was that movie? Nurse Ratched. It's what I imagine that sort of asylum was like. Hanging out at the cat bar. Fort Myers, Florida, hell yeah. You a fan of Fort Myers? I've never been. Actually, I take that back. I have been. I was a youngster. I was a young Padawan at the time. It was snowing in part of Florida. That's fucked, dude. Oh, if it snowed in LA, I think it would all be over. That'd be the sign of the end times. Because what do you do at that point? There's snow in LA. You can't escape it anymore. You gotta go to Mexico. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. That's it. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Pearl knows. How you doing? Yeah. Great movie, by the way. Jack Nicholson. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now I'm just vamping. Anyway, I have some things we're going to look at. I've been getting very obsessed this week with these tools that people are using for video to mocap. That's the whole sentence. Video to mocap AI tools. So basically the way they work, and we're going to look at some examples here, it looks like it's getting crazy. The way it works is you just take a video of yourself moving, right? And instead of having to have the big green room with the suits that have the little dots on them to get your motion capture, you can just import a video of a person moving, and it'll give you a full 3D animated skeleton. So I'm thinking of trying to do a video of me experimenting with this to try to do like a short film or something. Like an animated, but fully animated by AI mocap. That could be sketch as fuck. Project Babel. I need to look that up. I've heard of Project Babel. I babbled about it once or twice. Let me pull up a video on the side here. Progetto Babello, I believe is the correct pronunciation. Also, I have a clip here. They, somebody dropped a trailer for facial tracking on the Quest. So the Quest is getting its own facial tracking. Like a native little, looks like a tongue. Sort of a mechanic tongue, if you will. Which is what they used to call me in college. Okay. The mechanic's tongue. It's because I use a lot of oil. Alright, let's move on. So, I'm good with a dipstick. Let's talk about art. Let's see what... I've just pulled up a clip. We got the docket ready. Good with a dipstick. That's going to be our first piece of merch. Oh, me? I'm a dipstick boy myself. The face tracking thing. Yeah, I haven't looked at the video yet. A risk for eye damage? Well, sometimes we have to take these risks. We got to do it for the advancement. Now, that doesn't sound good. What do you mean by risk for eye damage? Because I thought it was like a sensor that goes below the headset. But I haven't looked at it yet. IR LEDs. Yeah, that would be fucked. Just burn out your retina simulator. Except it's not a simulator. You just actually do it. The ones for eye tracking. Yeah, I have seen that. All right, we'll take a look. But first, let's look at this thing. I thought this was kind of terrifying. We're hitting the point of AI tools being, like, legitimately terrifying in how they can work. This one's called GeoSpy, which is not an ominous title for a tool at all. It says it can geolocate photos by analyzing features in the image. So basically, you upload a photo of a place, and it can tell you exactly where that is geolocated based on the references in the image, I guess. Is my music too loud? Anyway, let's just see what this is. Oh, it doesn't have any audio. iTrack VR. I'm not familiar with that one either. I'm pulling up a tab. We're tabbing it. We're full tabbing it. I'll dig a hole to confuse. It's just a photo of dirt. Oh, wait. So I totally missed this. I was distracted. Let me see the demonstration again. That's Blossom Hill, clearly. We all love it. Okay, so they... Oh, that's kind of interesting. It gives you its reasoning, too. The police cars have SFPD. Yeah, I mean, they give it an easy option, though. Like, come on. Okay, that's creepier. If you just do, like, a photo from your car of the facade of a building, it's like, yeah, I got you. So there you go. We can capture... I wonder what happens if you put a photo of Osama bin Laden's bunker. If they had that back then, it might have helped. We never know. This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about at the top. The AI video. I'm just curious if that would work. If it would have worked. IRL streamers beware. Oh, that's for sure, for sure. Like, imagine you're an IRL streamer, like, streaming from your backyard. I don't like the implications of that. I'm just gonna start streaming from, like, a metal warehouse. But yeah, this was what I was talking about. This one, there's a bunch of different apps that do basically the same thing. I'm gonna test a couple of them out next week and see which one I like the best. But it's called AGI Mocap. What does AGI stand for? The world may never know. And what this is what I explained at the beginning. You put in a video, and it turns that into supposedly high-quality motion capture that you can then import to Blender or wherever the fuck. Cuckoo. Oh, it's spelled like cuckoo. Cuckoo. Andy's groove indicator. I've got a groove indicator. I indicator, all right. And I recently, just for fun, made a 3D model of my apartment, like a 1-to-1 scale model of it. So I think it'd be kind of fun to shoot something where I'm like transitioning between like the virtual rendering of it with this 3D captured video and the real world video. I don't know what it's going to be really, but I think that could be interesting for like 2.5 minutes. If I had to put a timer on it. Anyway, let's take a look at this. This is supposedly how good this stuff works. I'm going to mute it. Fetus knows. Fetus always knows. I don't think I'll be doing dancing TikToks with it, though. Just hate to disappoint. My content will be more disturbing in nature. Though there is something really off-putting about this model here. They could have chose one with clothes. I mean, it looks fairly good. It's as simple, because you can see these are the points that it captures, so it's not like you're going to get finger tracking or anything, but it looks fairly quality to me. Because a lot of these are janky as hell, which this one, let's be honest, it probably is as well, but it looks better than most that I've seen. What do we think, Pearl? Am I cuckoo? Am I cuckoo for thinking this is Cocoa Puffs? It's a very fit-looking robot. Yeah, a little too fit. Like, if I meet a humanoid robot that is looking this fit, I would feel intimidated sexually. But that happens when I meet most robots. I know what they're capable of. I've seen those joints. We're all wireframes under the skin. God, that's kind of beautiful. I want that on a t-shirt. And then you have a wireframe underneath the text across the whole shirt. Now, that's kind of beautiful. I've had people tell me for weeks I was a wireframe, and it kind of tripped me out, but you brought me to ease, a point of ease. So there you go. It's from this company. Let's see if they got any other clips. Let's do a little digging. Oh, by the way, I don't know who was here the other week when we were commenting on all of Mr. Mucus from the Mucinex commercials Instagram posts. I'm happy to report that Mr. Mucus replied to all of my comments. So, big things are happening in my life. They said it couldn't be true, but it happened. Yeah, I need to make a t-shirt. Why not have it? We should have a t-shirt. We should have a t-shirt. Just says, ooh. Okay, let's see some of the other examples I got here. Okay, this one's making me uncomfortable. Now I can finally get a 3D version of me twerking. Oh, see, this one looks like it has fingers. Look, this one's actually catching finger tracking. I didn't think this was capable of that. Yeah, apparently it is able to capture fingers. I wonder if you have to pay extra for, like, the pro finger model. It didn't sound right. That's pornography. Somewhat. Is that the actual Michael Jackson? I don't like this clip at all. That made me... She's trying too hard. So that's that. That's Oh, wait. We get a flip? Show me the flip, bro. Show me your side flip, bro. Let me automate your side flip. Sony didn't even have a chance to capture the market with Mokopi. I actually have a Mokopi video pulled up here, too, because they just demoed that at CES again. I actually tried the demo of it at CES 2 years ago. And Mokopi... Is that how you say it? Mokopi? Whatever. Those work pretty well, but honestly, if this capture is as clean as it looks in this, it definitely looks better than that. From what I saw when I used it. AGI Motown. That I would be curious too. I've seen some demonstrations. I don't think if it was of this app, but it was a different one where they had like 8 different people like dancing all around a room. And it was definitely not perfect. But it was close. A lot of anime content, naturally. Where's the, I had that pulled up here somewhere. Oh, yeah, here it is. This is the Mokopi. So for comparison, this is the Sony body tracking. This is more for, like, VR purposes. I don't know if this would be super usable for animating unless you're doing simple animations. Because this is just, like, armbands, essentially. You can not only be Miku, but 2 Mikus. You can be as many Mikus as you want in the metaverse. Yeah, so look at... This is the result. This is exactly the same demo they did for me, like, 2 years ago. And it's not super precise. As you can see, the hands clipping into the jeans. The arms bend kind of weirdly. It's, like, close. But no cigar. None! Yeah, even the first comment is, so they fixed it. Yeah, because they were having a lot of issues. Joe knows. Oh, Joe knows. Oh. With visual markers, it has been around for several years. Yeah, exactly. Really, like, what's happening now is they're just trying to make mocap more accessible and affordable for, like, everyday users. Which is cool for me, because, like, once it iterates a couple more times, something like that AI tool could actually be usable for, like, a film, you know, like a low-budget animated thing. And I just spent some money to buy a Blackmagic camera the other day. So we're leveling up over here in the nerd empire. Anyway, they just there's a new Unitree video, low-budget animated movie shot on iPhone. Honestly, that wouldn't look too bad. This looks fake, but I don't think it is. This is the same humanoid robot we were looking at a couple months ago. As far as the humanoid ones go, this seems to have a lot more dexterity, you know? This one's the closest to becoming a professional tennis player, is how I would put it. Good running form. Looks a little bit like Greg Louganis on the ice. This is where we need Rocky music. That's facts. That would have been perfect for this. And then what is this? Booster T1? This is the Booster T1 just getting horribly abused by its creator. It's not even moving. This is them just showing it falling. Oh, it's learning. Now it can do push-ups. It thinks it's in prison. Here's the Unitree G1. We got another video. This is definitely a simulation if you haven't noticed. Oh, no, is this real? No, this is real. There's something I think it's the way that the materials look, and obviously the way that it looks, the way that it moves, it just looks unnatural to the eye. I guarantee you this can do more push-ups than me. It did more than one push-up. Side running on a slope. Slope running on the side. Dude, I would be tripped out if this walked by me. Can even outrun this woman who's not running very fast. Okay, this looks fake. This shot does not look real. What is happening here? What is happening? That looks like full-on animation. Yeah. We need these things to start delivering pizzas instead of those little box robots on wheels. I want it walking down the street carrying the box for me. What is this one? I haven't seen this. Just one of many humanoid robots walking around in China. This one looks like a Terminator type of vibe. What if it stepped on your foot? You're not getting that foot back. That foot belongs to the AI. It probably has a big-ass battery somewhere, and it probably dies after like 20 minutes, which is why this guy's got to follow around with this contraption here. That's probably where they house it when it runs out. And then they got to transport it on this giant fucking robot gurney. Chinese RoboCop. Yeah, exactly. I noticed when I was at CES, every robot that was being demonstrated, like, walking around the floor, had, like, 5 handlers within, like, 3 feet of it, like, casually walking behind it, trying to act like they're not controlling it. And they're all just on standby to, like, save it if it malfunctions. Aptronics Apollo robot. I don't like the face on this one. Why give it just 2 little beady eyes? That's Ketamine Bot. He's going to tell you all about his trauma from 9th grade. This is him trying to express it through dance. But no one will listen. It's a tale as told as old as time. Sad robot, can't talk. Just think once the tech gets good, they will tend to make them more human-like. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to make them all, like, as realistic as possible. You can have 2 variants of robot. Ones that are full-on, like, C-3PO robotic, and then ones that look humanoid and super realistic. Those are going to be the sex robots. The C-3PO ones are going to be the utility robots. This is my prediction. And I know for a fact it'll come true. What do we think, Pearl? What is this? Okay, so this is a less interesting robot. I don't like their robot. It dusts. Their robot dusts. Lame robot. Don't appreciate. Rosie the robot. Oh, yeah. We've been trying to get Rosie the robot for ages. Here we've got the Limb X Dynamics humanoid. It can rotate its torso 360, squat, and fold up for purposes. Wink, unwink, wink again, unwink, double wink. So there you go. That's our robot update of the week. Robot roundup of the week! That was it. We got more videos here. I got more on my docket. But I just had to take a moment for us all to appreciate, fully appreciate, the robot roundup of the week. I need it. So the next thing I'm going to add to our streams is little animations and things, little UI elements on here. And the first thing we're going to have is a title screen for Robot Update of the Week. Joe knows. Yeah, purposes. Porpoises. WYKYK. As they say in the Bible. Let's take a look at what this is. I haven't read the Bible in a while. There's always a porpoise. When there's a will, there's a porpoise. This is something that I learned long ago from a guy named Steve, who's now in prison. Let's look at this video. This is a game coming out to PS5 and PC called Baby Steps. I thought it looked kind of fun, kind of wacky. Wackadoo. It's one of those, like, you control each limb with a specific button physic type of thing. Like that, what's the game called where you're all chained together? Chained together. Like chained together. Like that one. I knew the title would come to me. For some reason, this has got to be Unreal Engine 5, right? You can just tell from the look of it. I'm kind of into it. So what the fuck is this? So that's what they mean when they say touch grass. Yeah, obviously. Why is he so sweaty? Because he just did a lot of mushrooms. This is what I look like when I do mushrooms in the woods. Just trying to remember how to walk. Nearly drowning in 3 inches of water. Walking up a mountainside and then forgetting what I'm doing mid-step. This is literally me the last time I went hiking. Walking a mile after a bachelor party. Yeah, exactly. This was me the first time I went to Las Vegas, wandering around Circus at 2 a.m. I was like, what the fuck is walking anymore, am I right? Oh, this is... Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Let's translate the post. I am sorry to have kept you waiting. You should be. Vloggen. We are announcing the EF Tracker, a retrofit face tracking expansion device. Exclamation point. It's important to note. It supports natural and engaging emotional expression for your VR chat avatar. I assume it works for other types of avatars, but they know their target audience. So let's look at this. So it's got... Oh, I see what you were saying by the eyes. It's got eye tracking on these like little plates that you insert into the lens on the inside. That comes down and connects to the little Squidward-looking flippy thing in the front that tracks your mouth. These are technical terms. I'm a scientist. Looks like a commercial version of iTrack VR. Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of sick. It looks like scuba deer. Scuba deer? It looks like a scuba deer. So what's the eye damage that we were talking about? Like, where does the eye damage come from on this thing? Maybe the comments can tell me. Didn't Inside XR make this? Are they prescription lens compatible? Only Quest 3? What if I want to use it on my gear? My Samsung Gearbox. Yeah, everybody in the comments are saying that they stole this from somebody else. You want to be a scuba deer? Well, I've got a petition I'm starting up for the Scuba Deer Alliance of Connecticut. And I can send you some papers. Now, the one stipulation is you do have to become a deer. And we leave that up to you to figure out how to do that. But if you can make that happen, you're in. We've already got 9 deer who are interested. They just sort of wandered in. We did have oats open on the meeting table, so that might have been why they came in. But we consider eating the oats, signing up for the team. I believe all those deer have also been hunted now. They're deceased. We're looking for new members. We're out of members. What are we talking about? People were building their own iTrack VR. Some people use the wrong LEDs. Oh, yeah, that could be a recipe for disaster. I had a friend who worked on an HBO show, And he said they used the wrong LEDs. They had a party sequence. And they wanted it to have a shot where the camera pans down and you have like these party lights within the sequence, like it was like a club or something. And they wanted the lights to like track across the camera as it comes down. So lights come up like this, right? Camera's coming down like this. Right when they lined up, the LEDs just completely destroyed the sensor of the camera. And they just destroyed like a $50,000 camera. Because no one looked up what would happen when you shine that light directly into the center of it. And that's what's at the center of a Tootsie Pop. LEDs. Yeah, it made me feel better about when things go wrong at my job. Because I think they had to go to like another rental house and like rent another one. Because that was the last one of that model they had. Yeah, I think, yeah, it was basically like Chinese lasers going right in. DIY, let me just put this on mute. I want to just see what this looks like. DIY, yeah, so, I mean, this technology seems like people basically know what it is. Because it seems to be done pretty much the same on all of these setups. Okay. I just want to see what the setup looks like. Yeah, see, it's literally a webcam in front of his mouth. That's one way to do it. I'll subscribe, Juice Yeb. We're going to comment good stuff. Good stuff. I would have used a more clear colored tape, but other than that, I approve. How heavy, though? You got to get a light webcam, okay? You got to pack light with your webcam. And they do the same to your retinas. Yeah, just like permanent spots burned in on your fucking retina. Okay, now we got some CES stuff. I was curious, so CES has officially ended.
Made it to CES 2025, and there is so much amazing.
So let's see what Smart Home Solver thought of it.
A lot to see, so sit back, relax, and let's check it out.
I'm not relaxing.
I'm
not relaxed.
This is one of the closest things we have right now, and it's just.
You need a printer? Yeah, that makes sense.
This massive 6-wheel Cybertruck-looking van doesn't
what is this?
actually fly, but you can drive it to a spot. Then the back opens up, an electric vehicle takeoff and landing vehicle slides out, and you can fly that.
So it has like a man-sized drone in the back?
Folds down and charges up in what they call the mothership. Crazy, right?
I've been into mothership.
Now and hope to start shipping next year. There are always out-of-this-world concepts.
That is sus. There's no way that ever releases, by the way. That's what I learned when I went to CES. It's a lot of cool tech demos of like things that people that people got investors and, you know, VC funding for that are never actually going to come out. It's all these weird ass devices that there's not really a market or use for. And it's just like kind of interesting tech that no one's ever going to release. Sometimes I'm proven wrong. Often. But like 50% of that stuff you never see a market.
Fila is finally available for pre-order.
Come on.
Starting at around $90,000.
Ooh,
very similar
disgusting.
To last year, and there are still no door handles.
They got a PS5 in there?
I got stuck inside. It was embarrassing. The big trend this year at CES is ultra wideband on.
They designed the whole thing and they're like, "Fuck, we didn't create a way to get out of the car." Yeah, honestly, maybe the New Jersey drones were just one of these guys' car drones. They were just testing out their car drone. Okay, a lock. I'm not too interested in the lock.
It felt like everywhere I looked at CES,
I hate to say it, guys, but I'm not lock-pilled.
But there was one that
this is something you're going to learn about me. I'm not lock-pilled.
Intended because it doesn't have a smart screen. Instead, it beams a screen into your eye.
What?
I didn't even know this was possible.
Talk about burning your retinas. What? Because usually these project onto the glasses from inside the top rim. This just beams directly on your eye? That's insane.
Smart screen. Instead, it beams a screen into
That's
your
insane.
eye. I didn't even know this was possible, but there's this little LED that I can slide around to point straight at my eye.
Oh my god.
It worked pretty well, and there were touch controls on the glasses.
That's
to interact
fucking
with the
creepy.
screen beaming into my eye.
I don't like that at all.
The problem is you have to look up to see the screen, and I don't mind looking up, but explaining to my wife
I do. I never look
looking at
up.
the screen and not rolling my eyes at her, that could lead to some fights. LG
Oh,
always
God.
goes hard at
Can we talk about the fingerprints on that?
adder. That could lead to
Oh, my. That's the most disgusting looking pair of glasses I've ever seen. I feel like you get pink eye just from looking at this thing. It just permeates from the lens. What? Like, if you're demoing one pair of glasses, you gotta wipe that shit down. Yeah, but you'd think they'd wipe it down in between each use. Like, I remember when I demoed stuff at CES, they would have, like, covers and, like, plastic reusable things, and even the glasses, after you took them off, they'd wipe it with a little thing. Oh, wow. This is my biggest critique of CES 2024 so far. Or 5. Whatever
LG
fucking year it
always
is.
goes hard at CES, and their transparent OLED TV display is on a whole new level.
Okay, that
Look
looks
at
sick.
it. It's beautiful, but I'm still
We're
not
closer to
convinced
Futurama's
that
iPhone, that's
or the
facts.
TV that can be carried
What's going on?
around.
Good to see you
Seriously,
again. What up? Soy
why?
Breadword's here. We got
What's
D
around the
School.
TV?
D.
Their concept AI
1360.
running at home was very intense and maybe a little scary.
You're a
That's
fake
good
fan.
for me,
Soy,
so
unbelievable.
To tell you something.
We're holding
The
this against you.
concept microwave was pretty sweet.
Just kidding.
Basically
Welcome back.
replacing the microwave glass door with a 27
Okay, I actually like this, weirdly enough.
intelligent-
The idea of a microwave tablet door is kind of fun to me. For some reason, it makes sense.
That should tell you something. But their concept
And I don't know
microwave
why,
was
but I
pretty
like
sweet.
this a lot.
Basically replacing the microwave glass door with a 27-inch tablet. It has intelligent cooking sensors, but what sold me was all the quick start buttons, since we all know that those are the best.
Actually, that's kind of
Of course,
useful.
There are 3 cameras for the food content creators, but there's also a speaker and it can play.
Dude, I'm getting this for my apartment, and then I'm becoming a microwave content creator.
Videos on apps like YouTube. I would totally watch videos in the kitchen on my microwave. It makes way more sense than
That
the
actually
fridge
does
on a
make
screen.
sense.
But I don't know. Would you use something like
That could be the fireplace. I'd have a fireplace on my microwave. Microwave fireplace! Fuck. It makes too much sense. Yeah, I only do microwave content. That could be a fun channel, though. You take popular, like, frozen food items that are only meant to be cooked in the oven, and you experiment to see if they can be cooked safely within a microwave. That won't get you sued by the food and health organizations. Where's he? Oh, yeah, you can play the game on your microwave, bro.
It's not gonna cost you an arm and a leg. Is the
Because I like that, too, because it serves a function. Because, like, some people will get some tiny little shitty-ass TV in their kitchen just to have it when they're cooking. But, like, even if you're not using the microwave, you could just put some videos or something on the microwave screen while you're cooking on the stove. It's genius.
Linkshura Aura. It's a little
Okay, I'm not familiar with this.
An e-ink display, which makes it much more useful than
E-ink
a traditional smart
display.
button. The display lets you switch between different devices
Huh.
and not have to guess what each button does. It works with Wi-Fi, Zigbee, and Bluetooth. Plus, later this year,
What the fuck is
Matter
Zigbee?
devices, too. You can use it to control your phone and tons of other use cases. It's $30, which isn't bad. for all that it
$30?
can do, and it'll be available around
It's just
the
like a
middle of this year.
universal remote. Smart home management. I see. You know, if and when I ever actually buy property, I like the smart home route. I'll probably do that. We'll do a whole series, smart homing my home. It would be less impressive to do it at my place right now, smart homing my rental studio apartment, but we'll get there.
It wouldn't be CES without lots and
Show me the
lots of robots.
A desk robot.
One out
Holy shit, a desk robot. A desk lamp combo robot.
CES without lots and lots of
Oh,
robots.
man. I love everything about this. I don't know why, but, like, having a desk that can just walk around. I don't know what I'd use it for, but I feel like it would be useful. Yeah, the smart mansion. Imagine how cool it is. You come to my weird, eccentric mansion 20 years from now, and I'm like, oh, please, meet me in the foyer. We'll have drinks. And you go in, and it's just a giant, transparent Sony display with a fireplace on it. We sit by the transparent display fireplace, and then I'm like, oh, do you want a drink? And you're like, yeah, I'll have this. 5 minutes later, this little desk comes wandering out into the foyer, and it's just got our drinks on top. That'd be crazy. That's the future I want to live in.
I shook hands with
I saw
one,
Smart
kinda
House too.
gave it
Yeah,
a
that is
hug. Whoa,
something to think about.
Slow down there. Little furry ones on a purse. Plus, there was one.
Andy
playing
was
the
never actually
piano,
there.
but somehow it
No.
wasn't that good at playing.
Yeah, this
People
guy
were
cannot
going
figure out the
nuts over this
piano.
Unitary robot dog. It was standing up and doing all these tricks, but luckily
Yo,
it
what's
didn't
going on,
attack
MP? How you
anyone.
doing?
The price starts
Welcome
at
to the
$600,
party. Happy
but
Friday.
that's so much less than the $74,000 Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, this Unitary robot looks like a knockoff Boston Dynamics. But looking at their last Unitary robot, it probably works better. I don't know if the Boston Dynamics one can stand up like that.
Luckily, it didn't attack anyone.
How you doing,
MP?
MP?
Starts at $1,600, but that's so much less than the $74,000 Boston
Unitary's really
Dynamics
going
one.
all in right
We
now.
also had a humanoid robot walking around. And if you want my opinion, these robots will not take over the world and destroy us.
That's good.
We're ready to fight these things. What will take over the world are the cute.
I need a
little
robot that sits up for
robots
treats.
No one's expecting.
There it is. This is your robot.
Like the ones from TCL called
Who's good?
Hey Amy.
Good week.
You can dress it up and look how
This is like the
adorable
future of
it
American
is.
Girl dolls.
Okay, let's take 3 home.
Oh my god. Just imagine how long it's going to take until the first American Girl doll with like robot AI built into it comes out. Or like G.I. Joes with AI robots. Small soldiers, man. We're like 20 years away from small soldiers. I'm calling it.
They'll never turn on us.
Nanny
Wait
cam
a
for real.
second. Oh, and stay tuned until the end for the hottest robot around. Speaking of robots, the robot vacuums.
I don't
have
like
a lot
how he
of
said that.
Crazy updates this year at CES.
Yeah, small soldiers is
Wishbot got
crazy.
Creative, and you can add modular attachments to their K.
I like the modular attachment thing too. Because it's like, if I'm going to have a little droid robot just rolling around, I like that you can have like 3 or 4 or 5 different use cases sort of modularly sprung off of it. Off of just the base
Then They
roller.
can bring you a drink, purify the air, and maybe even have a hypothetical claw arm.
The air
company
purifier
Dreamy
is
was
cool.
Like, hold my cleaning solution, and made a robot vacuum that actually
I still think this is dumb. Do we need Roombas with arms? Actually, probably.
has a robot arm with a claw. It can also prop itself up, and they also have
Sorry,
one that
claws.
climbs small stairs. I never saw the claw arm pick anything up, so
It
I
just
don't know
moved
if
around.
It really works, and it adds a lot of bulk to the top of the
Yeah,
vacuum.
that looks way
Then
too bulky,
Roborock
dude.
said, "That's cute, but check this out: a robotic arm with a claw that
Oh, they got a
pops
better
out
claw,
of
this
the
guy?
vacuum and can fold completely into
The brain has a
body.
terrible thing
Plus,
to
it's
waste.
only 7.98
It depends on the brain.
centimeters tall, which is crazy thin. The mechanical arm can pick up items under 300 grams or around a half pound, like socks.
Half pound?
And the
I
way
know
it
something
works
that's
is it
half
cleans the
pound.
floor
Hello.
around At first, and then moves the obstacles out of the way so it can clean where it was.
Like, how many
It does
objects are you gonna
all
have
this
that you
by
want it to
itself, and
pick
was
up that are that
incredible to
size?
see. The vacuum is called the
12,
Solid Z70,
14.
and it will be available sometime in the middle of this year. There's so much more to talk about with the claw and the
We
other
got to test the sock limit for sure. I'm going to skip that one. What is this now? What is this now?
$100. The Akara booth was packed with never before seen.
Like, that was
smart
like one of the
devices.
hottest items. The Roomba that can pick up a sock. Like, what are we talking about? No. Keep it in the gutter and never hush. That's the rule. That's our rule here.
It's like the G410 doorbell camera. It's 2K, has facial
Oh, this is just a doorbell
recognition,
camera.
built with a sleek
I don't
and
care
dialed
about
view.
doorbell
It's
cameras.
smart. Okay,
They're cameras on doorbells that connect to apps. That's what they all are.
this next display is super trippy and blew my mind. It's an ultra reality display like VR without the headset. But what they're announcing at CES is
That's
the
kinda
UR
sick.
extended, and it's crazy. This display has multiple layers of depth. So your
This
eyes
looks
can
good for,
focus
yeah,
on things
training
close to
session
you
type of
or
stuff, like
further
vehicle
away,
training.
and it's difficult to capture how cool it looks on camera.
I barely
because
ever
it
answer the
just
door
looks
either.
like the display is changing focus, but it's not. That's just
I'm just like everybody else, you know. When I get a knock at the door, I sneak out of my patio, climb over it, and jump down 3 stories. I'm a simple man.
my camera focusing on the different layers. It's nuts to view this in person. And it's pricey at $12,000.
$12,000? You can get a Quest 3 for $300 bucks, buddy.
Next up is XJamie, today's sponsor.
My fireplace. We gotta get this. I gotta get this display. I need this display.
was something that really surprised me at CES. Check this out. This is the XGME Ascend, an all-in-one.
Oh my
home
God, that thing
theater
looks
that
crazy.
saves space and style. It features an ultra short throw screen.
I like
that
these kind of
rises from
screens.
the Harman Kardon
Oh, it's a
soundbar. Yes. That
Yep, I
sleek
see.
furniture-looking piece is actually a
Screen and a
soundbar
projector
with
with a
8
short throw
speakers.
projector.
Even though the soundbar is low to the ground, the speakers are positioned to point at ear level.
That's
when
Shane Gillis.
singing.
Sorry, just it is, yeah.
Dolby Atmos,
He
and
really
the
wants you
sound
to get
is
it too.
Incredible.
This is Dolby
The image
Atmos.
quality was bright and crisp, even with the ceiling lights on, thanks to the ALR screen, which blocks overhead light but not the projectors.
That is true, Joe.
It
That's a
feels
good point.
just like a massive TV. And when not watching a movie, it can go partially up for different modes to have on in the background.
This actually looks sick.
And it's ultra
I don't have
short
space
throw
for it in my
design means the
current place, but
projector
one
can
day
sit very close to
I'll
the
make a
screen,
stupid
making the
purchase on a
setup
projector
super
screen TV.
compact. When the screen is fully down, it barely
It's cool because it's like, this replaces all of those home setups where they like put a projector like screen taped to their fucking wall in their apartment, you know?
watching a movie.
Uwu Mike Lands
partially
as
up
well.
for different modes to have on in the background.
Shout out to the
And
Uwus.
its ultra short throw design means the projector can sit very close to the screen, keeping the setup super compact. When the screen is fully down, it barely takes up any space. The Ascend launches later this year, but if you can't wait, check out the Aura 2 short throw projector available now.
I've thought about
Consider
getting
the
a short throw
Horizon
projector.
S Max, a more affordable
They work
long
pretty
throw
well
option
now.
with the same great tech as the Horizon Max. Huge thanks to XGME for supporting the channel. CES is so much
Glands.
fun, especially
We're not
when
gonna
the
look too
CEO
much into
of
it.
Strut tells you to run him over on a motorized wheelchair. I'm gonna ram the CEO. Here we go.
Ram
I'm
him.
the most high-tech wheelchair I've ever seen, with quad motors and 2 LiDAR sensors in front. Those map out 360 degrees around the wheelchair, and it's displayed on the little screen. This
Oh, that's
allows me
sick.
to just push forward or backward on the control stick, and the wheelchair automatically avoids running into any walls. So cool. So when the
But what if I
CEO
wanna
told me
run
to
into the
him
guy?
Over, well, I couldn't because the
I don't
sensor
like that
stopped
because
me.
it takes away wheelchair users' right to run people over with their wheelchair. What's going on, Angel Wallflower? What's going on? How you been doing? Welcome to the stream.
I tried running over others on the show floor, but the wheelchair just avoided everyone. And I promise, I'm not
That's what we
this
like to
dangerous
hear.
while driving. Just when I think all the RGB lamps have been invented, Govee surprises me again with their booth. They have these
RGB, I've been
massive
thinking about getting an
skylight
RGB
kits
lamp
that
too.
mount from the floor to the ceiling or from one wall to the other.
Once
There's
I get my
also
next
dual
location set up,
XO2.
you guys
You
just,
can do multiple
you have
colors
no
at once,
idea
and
the
there's a
studio
clear
we're gonna
section
have.
to show off the JBL speaker inside. Kind of reminds me of the old
JBL
Apple Pro clear
speaker.
speakers, but with RGB. Plus, Govee showed off a new Pixel light. Looks kind of like a game controller, but it
That is
uses
fetus.
AI to
That is
display
true.
pixel art.
That is
It
fetus
comes in
and it
2
is true.
sizes, and I think my kids would love something like this. Govee is trying to make more practical lights too, and not only RGB lights for gamers. Like the ceiling light.
I like
it's
a practical light.
extremely bright, and the warm and cool lights look great. Plus, there's an ambient light that can be controlled independently that bounces light off the ceiling. Since this works with Matter and looks nice, I would consider this for my smart home. Nice work, Govee.
Nice work. Look at these screens. This is like
You eat
an acid trip in the screen section of Best Buy. That's what this looks like. It always starts with a light.
If you eat too many salty
It all
foods
starts
like
with a
I
light.
do, you
Oh,
have
we
to
already
see
saw
a
this. This is
shocking
dumb as hell. This spoon that makes
Right.
things taste
Also,
salty.
A couple of affordable smart thermostats were announced at CES, which I'm a big fan of.
I refuse to
First
give more
is
time to
Ecobee
the spoon.
Essential. It's $129 and basically a nicer looking Ecobee light. So it doesn't have presence sensing, but that can be added
Hot
with a
chip
remote
music video.
sensor. It doesn't work with Matter, unlike the next thermostat, the X2S from Honeywell Residio. This one
Honeywell,
is not
they've been in it
flashy
for
at
a
all,
while.
but it does work with Matter, and it's only $80. So if Matter and affordability are your main requirements, then
Matter is always a
Honeywell's
requirement.
It's easy. They'll tell you
If your product isn't made up of matter, then I don't want it.
about it non-stop. At least that's what the founder
I invested
of
my
Killshark
life
told
savings
us
into
at
the Salt
booth,
Spoon
and
Company.
he for sure cold plunges.
I'll pray
If
for
you
you.
want to join the phenomenon but don't want another tub? Well, this is your solution. It turns
Spoon
any bathtub
cupping.
into a cold plunge and takes just 2 hours to go from 70 to 45 degrees.
Wait, 2
Right now
hours?
the pre-sale price is $2,400, and this seems like a cool or I should say freezing,
I
portable
guess if you're
solution for
really
using what you
into
already have
cold
in your home.
plunges,
This next device is one of the easiest
makes sense.
installs ever, especially for water monitoring. Droplet attaches to the outside of your main water line, then it measures water flowing through at a rate of 50
not super
times per
interested
second.
in that. Show me Samsung.
Probably the strangest booth at CES was Samsung's.
Strangest?
I wandered around looking for the new devices they announced at CES. The Frame Pro TV, the stretchy screen, the big foldable, and I found nothing. They just talked a lot about smart things, which you would think would be a good thing since they're taking
That's kind of
smart
a
homes more
strange
seriously.
position for them to take.
Nope. All the features were just things announced last year, so the biggest part of their booth didn't get one.
That was one of the
upgrade
complaints
since
I heard.
last year.
A lot of people told me that it was like the same as it was when I went last. $3 in savings. Listen, put it all on black.
Okay, I saved one of my favorites for last. Batteries and smart home sensors can be a major pain, but that could be a thing of the past.
This is not financial
Power
advice.
is using kinetic energy to power smart home sensors. They showed how a button press can send a Zigbee signal.
Samsung is
to
AI first
or know
now.
if a door is open
Oh,
or closed.
no,
But what I
Samsung.
really liked is the water
Why have
leak
you
sensor.
forsaken me?
Instead of using a battery that will die over time or not even alert you about a leak after the battery dies, well, this uses paper. Check it out. Wrap this small piece of paper around the sensor using a magnet to set the sensor, and it could sit there for like 10 years and be totally fine. Then when water hits it, the paper naturally breaks and the sensor sends a
That's kinda
Zigbee
sick.
signal that the leak is
Zigbee!
detected. I
Zigbee!
love how they're thinking
Zigbee!
outside the battery and solving real issues. I had a blast at CES this year, and the tech keeps getting crazier.
Yeah, I would make it AI second or third, you know? That's what I'd do. But there you go. That was invented in 1800. What a good year, by the way. I had a great time in 1800. Anyway, let's just chill for a bit. I gotta hit around to Rocket League again. That's become our new end of stream activity. Zigbee is so low power that flipping a light switch can generate enough power to send the signal to your smart home controller without batteries. I have... That's something I've never read about is Zigbee. I need to look into Zigbee. I'm getting Zigbee pilled right now. Fetus, should I be Zigbee pilled? Catering to the AI overlords, of course. You got to. You gotta cater. If you're not catering, then you're going to a catered event. I think that's how it works. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi need to maintain a connection, but Zigbee is burst. Oh, I see. You just have to make the calls when necessary. Good little pets. I'll be a great pet to my AI. I'll do whatever. You know. I'm flexible with the AI. Listen, an overlord's an overlord. I just saw Nosferatu last night, by the way. Very good. I was fully Nosferatu pilled. Obviously incredibly different than the original silent film. But it was kind of insane. The first half I was like very jarring. Dude, watch this. Just a quick win. I wish you were allowed to live stream the Oscars, because I would totally do a reaction stream to that. Keep meaning to set up Home Assistant. Oh, yeah, see, I love the idea of all that stuff. I've never messed with any of it. Like I said, once I get a bigger place, I like the idea of getting into a lot of that stuff. Oh, I missed on purpose. That was a tactical miss. That was a tactical error. Ooh, I thought I was going to finesse him. Give him a little finesse Hudgens, you know? Put on Raspberry Pi to test it. That's actually sick. Okay, I almost messed that up. I'm locked in. Team. Shout out to the nerds amongst us. Oh, I thought I was going to get it over his head. You just haven't done anything with it yet? I'm curious to hear your thoughts about it when you start using it. I'm not super familiar. Okay, okay. Okay, he said hesitantly. Oh, oh! That's it. The nerd doesn't stop. The selling point of Zigbee is the possibility of using it with 8-bit microcontrollers. Yeah, I mean, it seems like something that's for, like, pretty specific use cases, but then it is, like, an obvious choice for those use cases. Ooh, I missed the boost! Oh, but it doesn't even matter. That guy must feel pissed after that, because I should not have saved that. Based on everything that occurred. That guy's gonna write to his mother about that tonight. Mom, I was playing this Gold 3 asshole in Rocket League. Okay, never mind. He scored. The call won't happen now. I need to read about... I'm gonna watch a whole video about Zigbee after this. Somebody send me a deep dive video about Zigbee in the Discord. I need to get Zigbee pilled. Right now. Right now. Oh, I set him up. I set him up. I set him up. It was on purpose. It was on purpose, Joe. This I swear to be true. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's just like a side of tech that I've never really explored. You're a big microcontroller head? I'm gonna ask I'm talking to my friend later about this. Or I'm going in a call with my friend later about this. I'm gonna ask him about all this stuff because he's much more well versed in microcontrollers than I. And I'm sure he can give me the 411. The old Zigbee. Zigbee sounds like a cartoon character. Am I wrong? Like Zigbee the talking bus or something? Is that obtuse of me to suggest such a thing? This guy's not... He doesn't get this. Yeah. 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 Oh! Yes! We tied it up. We tied it up! 2-2. It's 2-2. I think I might have the scoreboard cropped out, but it's 2-2. 1 minute 29 left. Talking buses can be problematic. I used to have a talking bus friend, and he was he had a lot of problems. A lot of ketamine on that guy. Just on him. He was just covered in it all the time. Okay. Lumini Street. Clearly a hacker. 100% a hacker. They've been getting the big brands on board. That's sick. Yeah, I need to read up on that. I feel like I'm missing out on a whole rabbit hole that I can obsess over for a week or two. As I tend to do. He's gonna try to run the clock down. Not on my watch! Yes! We tied it up. The new Universal Smart Home Protocol. I mean, just based off of that video we watched, it seemed like it was kind of becoming the standard. All right, we're tied up 3-3. 55 seconds left in the match. Oh, okay, that actually might work pretty well for me. Oh! What is happening? What is happening? I'm blacking out. Oh, okay, okay. If I had missed that touch, it would have been all over. 23 seconds before overtime. Unless I score right here! Oh my god. I'm a Rocket League genius. Beatus knows. I felt that one. I'm up 4-3 now. I just gotta hold him for 16 seconds. Famous last words. The reverse! You've been reversed on, bitch! Oh, that felt good. We're winners. I'm the Zigbee of Rocket League. I'm the universal standard protocol. Okay? I am the protocol. Anyway, Angel Wallflower, how you doing? I don't know if you're still here. It's good to see everybody as usual. It's been a long week. I got one video out less than I usually do this week just because I've been working so much. But next week's going to be different. Oh, Angel is here. Hell yeah. I've been low energy this past 2 weeks. I've just been working so much. I really can't wait till the day I'm able to not have a day job. I'm just getting worn out. I feel like it's you know what I'm doing? I'm doing like a full-time 9 to 5. And then I'm doing like 5 part-time jobs right now. It's kind of what it is. So it just feels like I'm behind on everything all the time because I've got all these projects going and none of them are a full-time job except for the full-time job. Yeah, we on our way. The sub growth has been kind of crazy, honestly. I feel like I gotta find a new, like, thing to weave in. Because the VR stuff is, like, really hit and miss these days. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, I'm about to finesse him. Okay, he finessed me. But not enough. Okay, he finessed me enough. He finessed me exactly just enough. Any chance for a summer vacay? I'm going to my brother's wedding this summer. The idea of the open AI operator, like maybe it's a way to bring AI services together. Yeah, I think that's like the ultimate end goal for a lot of people. When you do stuff on AI. Yeah, I'm going to do a lot more AI stuff. I'm going to do a lot more stuff just about like the Mark S. Brownlee thing I did. Like just like emerging tech kind of news stuff that's coming out, but like, you know, from my own way. In my own way. I'm not a newsman. Yeah, make it funny and less informative. That's what I always say. More funny, less important knowledge included. I need to get Dr. Phil. He owes me. Dr. Phil owes me one, guys. Let's be totally frank about it. Oh! You've been finessed. No! Oh, no! No! I felt good about that, too. No! I scored it! Not me! You made me put the dagger in mine own back. Everything's fine. I always wanted to play Rocket League, but you never did. Man, it's my favorite video game maybe of all time. I put more hours into this than basically any other game. Except maybe Tetris. I've been playing this since like 2000... I don't know, 15? 14 or 15? You should try it sometime. Welcome to the party, by the way. Welcome to the party! Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Their matchmaking is very good, so like, It's fairly easy to get a hang of the controls at the start, but then there's a steep learning curve as you get higher and higher in the ranks. It's just a lot of... You got to put in a lot of time if you want to get, like, good at it, but you can get a hang of it and play it pretty simply. Oh my god. And I'm not even that good, and I've been playing for way too long. Oh, you got hit by my reverse bike technique. A special technique where I reverse and then do a backflip in a reversing direction. He thinks he's being fancy right now. Two of us can be fancy. I own a tuxedo. It doesn't fit, but I own it. Okay, I accidentally reversed myself. This is fine. It's all going as intended. Ooh, 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 ooh! Let's see. I have to score at least 1 to tie it up. I'm losing 1-2 right now. 1 minute left. Low kick over him. Low kick. Oh my god, I got nervous. I got nervous. And he's getting nervous too. Now we're both just freaking out. No, no. Rocket League. The Rocket League gods. They left me alone on the pew. I was on the pew. Zach, I don't want to hear it. I was on the pew. Communing with the Rocket League spirits. I was on the pew. This is it. And now I have to score 1 more in 28 seconds. We still got this. The DDR guy with the hole behind his monitor. I gotta see that. He had a desk full of things he hit and slapped and punched made funny sound. That does sound like me. I'm about 1.5 years away from that. We just gotta get 1 trending drama alert tweet, you know, that'll pop off the channel. Man destroys his desk after playing VR. What? That. Not like this. I have to take it all the way down now. And he took my boost! Okay, that was savage on his part. Report the server. Report everything. Report the game. Report the server. Oh! Loud and animated. That's me at my base level these days. Oh, anyway, my friends. I think we're going to call it in a second here. Gots to enjoy the weekend. Try a local installation of Llama. The problem is the models are censored. Yeah, they're like super censored. Yeah, you can always tell. Upside down while doing a handstand. That's going to be next week's entire stream. I'm going to be in a handstand the full stream. Just for the people. Yeah, I thought about doing that sakma. And that seemed to be the case. Dolphin models generally get rid of censoring. I've heard that. Hey, thank you so much, Soy Breadword. Shout out for the $9.99. Cheers, buddy. Always good to have you. Hermes is uncensored. I need to look at... That's one that I've been hearing a lot about. You can swap out the model, like with Tab. You can choose the model for writing the code. That's actually fucking sick. I've just been all... I just use ChatGPT. I'm a simple man. Any new AI girlfriend? Yes, I'm doing another video on Other Half AI tomorrow, actually. Because apparently Other Half AI got a new update, and people are blasting me with comments on my old video about it. So I was like, okay, I'll look at the update. And a couple other things. The AI girlfriend scene seems to be popping back off recently. There's another VR app that's coming out. So we're expanding the harem big. Things are about to get real weird in Nerd Nation. Because they've been so normal up to now. DeepSeek's models, I think, are uncensored. Send me some info on that in the Discord if anyone has it. The harem. Yeah, the harem grows ever larger. Which we love. We love that about the harem. I used to have the little AI girlfriend sprites here. I lost the assets. I gotta rebuild. We gotta build back better, as they say. But anyway, shout out Soy Breadward again. Thank you, buddy. DeepSeek. Yeah, that sounds like I would get lost. But with that being said, team, I think I'm gonna be calling it there. I gotta go enjoy my weekend because I've been working too much this week. I've been working too much. But, like I said, new video coming out tomorrow. We're going to be streaming on Wednesday again next week, as well as Saturday. So keep the peepers peeping. Keep peeping, everybody. Keep peeping wherever you got to peep. Shout out. Happy... Well, don't use me as a defense if you peep in the wrong place. Shout out. Peace out to the people. Zach D, Soy Breadward, Fetus. Always fun to say. Angel Wallflower. Suckma, Florida Man, Underease, Joe, Angel Wallflower. Shout out to the whole crew. Once again, until next time, peace be with you. Impy, shout out, peace be with you. Nerd out.